We are back for the final hour of the show, and the sound of war is just the right thing at this point. Some of the witnesses actually that have found out what has been going on and what was the comment made by the judge to justify the fact that he was rejecting the request for a summary judgment. They got pretty upset because they were witnesses, they did their deposition, and they had their say. And now, all of a sudden, that doesn't exist. They never were submitted to the court. They're all nonsense. So, we're going to have one of the witnesses have her say today. Just listen to her point. She's pretty upset about the whole thing. And so we're going to have, she called in and she's going to talk to you and tell you what she thinks of this whole situation. Okay? That's it.
Hi there.
Hi.
I am one of the real people having given a real deposition. Hi, how are you, Dr. Carpenter?
I'm okay. Yeah,
Good. Okay. You're right. I am upset. And this is what I have to say today. This is my story. I'd like to start out with, ladies and gentlemen of this radio show, you are today's judge and jury. Where is the truth in all of this information today? You have free choice and free will today to choose. That's how democracy works until you don't have it anymore. I am a real person with a real true story. I come to you today with the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. I've always prided myself on the truth, and the Bible says the truth shall set you free. But you must have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding behind this in order to discern the truth. I know that there's two sides to every story. At the recent deposition I did for Dr. Carpenter, I kept my mouth shut when I should have been speaking up. But I am not one to make waves and create havoc. You know, I heard this quote once. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. Now, that's okay if that's working for everyone. The saying, don't fix it if it ain't broke, would apply. But I'm telling you, as I listen and watch what is being done to our free enterprise and freedom of choice and truth is appalling to me. I'd just like to say that I looked up drug. The Random House Dictionary and Funkin Wagnall Standard Desk Dictionary says this about drugs. Any chemical or biological substance or other than food intended for use in treatment, prevention, or diagnosis of disease. A narcotic, a commodity that is overabundant, a drug on the market, drugging, to mix drugs with food, drink, and so forth, to administer drugs to stupefy or poison with or as with drugs. Now, when I see chemical, narcotic, stupefy, and poison all in the same paragraph with drug, that scares me. I want to know, where's the cure? Where are all these billions and zillions of dollars of ours going to, and for what? You know, I've had a lot of relatives and friends and acquaintances, and some have had breast cancer, some have had other forms of cancer. But has anyone ever been cured using chemo and radiation? I'm sorry to say, I don't know of one person. And I guess I should ask, do you? Well, after using Dr. Carpenter's alternative treatment, I can say I am well. Matter of fact, today is the first time that I took to listen to the radio archives to see what Dr. Carpenter's been trying to educate people to, and awareness of what's going on in our medical world concerning cancer. She is single-handedly taking on what millions of people out here know to be the truth, but won't stand up for it. It's crazy that she's gone to such extremes to entertain us in getting our attention to achieve something that is right under all of our noses, a voice to speak up. When Dr. Carpenter told me a judge ruled out my deposition, it doesn't exist, I am infuriated. That is a lie. I mean, I even took a witness with me. So it was done. It's there. It's there. So where in all this, ladies and gentlemen of the radio show jury today, is the truth? Who is above the law? Simply wipe out my truth? My deposition doesn't exist? Well, this is my truth, and it was part of my deposition. An oncologist's only treatment choice for me was chemo and radiation. I made my choice, and I exercised my free will, seeking out free enterprise, not a monopoly, using alternative treatment with Dr. Carpenter, remaining true to her treatment without mixing any other standard accepted cancer treatment. I'm thankful to be alive today to say thank you, Dr. Carpenter, for your good work, because today is 7 years after my breast cancer diagnosis, and I am alive and well. Yoo-hoo! That's what I have to say about this situation. And I thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury and radio show. And honestly, I hope that you will give this some thought, because this is the real thing, one of the real people that gave deposition, and I just, for the life of me, don't understand this.
We got a break coming up, so. Okay, we're back from the break, and we still have our guest. She wants to finish up what she was getting ready to conclude. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I kind of feel like I've come to the end of what I've really had to say. It makes me want to almost chuckle, because some of this is so ridiculous that, and I think about your radio show, I mean, I'm sorry, because a couple of times as I was thinking about what I was saying, I was thinking about your radio show that, you know, people know we're not ignorant. We don't have our heads in the sand. We know what's going on out here. We are not that stupid.